guys, welcome to my channel Sin Science. Friends, today we are here to understand a new chapter: weather, climate, adaptations of animals to climate. Sometimes we find that the day is very pleasant, the wind is blowing. We find very cool and comfortable. Sometimes it is very much hot. This may be rainy and this may be very humid also. Have you ever wondered why? This weather may have a profound effect on our daily activities. Many of our daily activities are planned based on the weather predicted for that day. We get the information of weather from radio, television, newspapers, and from other mediums of communication. But the question is this: what is weather? There is basic difference in between weather and climate. In this chapter, we will understand the differences between weather and climate. Let us start with weather. Weather reports give information regarding temperature, humidity, rainfall, and also predicts the weather for the particular day. You will be knowing about the humidity. This is a measure of moisture in air. If we record the weather report of last week, then we find that there are very different measures of temperature, humidity, rainfall, etc. Means you can see a lot of variations are visible there. Guys, here it is necessary to understand that rainfall is measured by an instrument called the rain gauge. It is basically a measuring cylinder with a funnel on top to collect rainwater. And friends, these weather reports are being prepared by the meteorologist department of the government. This department collects data on temperature, wind, etc. and makes the weather predict. So we can say the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at a place with respect to the temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind, speed, etc. is called the weather at that particular place. And this temperature, humidity, and other factors which we have uh, discussed here are called the elements of the weather. And this weather keeps changing every day by day, week by week, month by month, or so on. So we can say it keeps changing. हम इसको ऐसे भी कह सकते हैं कि ये लगातार बहुत कम समय के अंतराल पर, बहुत छोटे समय में ही काफी कुछ बदल जाता है. It can happen sometimes that it is sunny in the morning but suddenly clouds appear from nowhere. एकदम से लगता है जैसे कहीं से बादल आ गए और जो एटमॉस्फेयर था और जो वेदर था वो पूरी तरीके से बदल चुका है. हो सकता है बारिश शुरू हो जाए. So we can say weather is such a complex phenomenon, it is not easy to predict. This thing we will understand by taking the help of a graph. Here the maximum and minimum temperature of different days shown, and for this purpose very different kind of instrument is being used here, which is called maximum and minimum thermometers. Friends, keep remember the maximum temperature of the day, सबसे ज्यादा गर्म किसी भी दिन का वो समय वो होता है दोपहर में. afternoon, and the pleasant time of the day, that is very early in the morning. जाड़ों के दिनों में शाम जल्दी ढल जाती है और रात हो जाती है. रातें लंबी हैं, nights are long, but days are shorter. Whereas in summers, days are long and nights are shorter. Now, the question is this: what is the climate? The person who records the weather every day is called meteorologist. The records of the weather have been preserved for the past several decades. These help us to determine the weather pattern at a place. The average weather pattern taken over a long time, say 25 years, is called the climate of the place. We can say कहीं पर ज़्यादातर गर्म रहता है मौसम. Then the climate of that place is hot. हो सकता है ज़्यादातर बारिश होती है. Maybe that. Then we can say that the climate of that place is hot and wet. वहीं पर कुछ जगह ऐसी हैं. There are some places. Generally, these places are cool round the year. So we can say the climate of those places is cold. To understand the climate of a particular place, it is very much required to have the mean temperature of that place. What is mean temperature? First, we find the average of the temperatures recorded during the month. Second, we calculate the average of such average temperatures over many years. And this thing gives the mean temperature. For example, if we take the example of Rajasthan, it will show that the temperature is high during most part of the year, but during winter, which lasts only for a few months, the temperature is quite low. This region receives very little rainfall. बहुत कम बारिश होती है. That's why the climate of that particular place is hot and dry. Whereas the northeastern India receives rain for a major part of the year. That's why we can say the climate of that northeast is wet. In the different conditions of the climate, usually animals adopt to themselves according to the climate of that particular place, wherever they live. This thing we will discuss in the very next video. By the meantime, take care of yourself, but do not forget to subscribe the channel and like to the video. Goodbye.